myself am an entrepreneur. I've been doing like entrepreneurial business things for about 5 years now. So, one more thing before we get started. I was gonna try and make this live stream, but I guess my account doesn't qualify for live streaming yet, so it takes 24 hours to enable. So I'm just like making a video of my phone. But I am gonna live stream in the future, and then hopefully you guys can, ask questions or whatever, and we can interact and that sort of thing. But today's topic is just gonna be over from my experience, the best like side hustles for people who make money, for people who are 18 and up. Unfortunately, it's not really gonna work if you're under 18. I did little small businessy sort of deals like mowing lawns and that sort of thing, but from my experience at least, shoveling driveways, mowing lawns doesn't really make that good of money. So when I had first just turned 18, I did Doordash, and back when I had just started doing it, it was, you didn't get base pay, right? Or you did get base pay, but you didn't get hourly pay, right? So it'd be like a few dollars base pay and then a tip. So then, it'd probably be around like $10 for like a 4-mile delivery, at least where I lived. And there was also this thing called peak pay, and back then there wasn't a lot of DoorDashers, so it'd be like a $5 peak pay. So you could take about 2 an hour, and 2 to 3 an hour usually, and you're making about $30 an hour most of the time. And that was good money, because you're getting the base pay, and you were getting the tip, and then you were getting the peak pay, right? So if you do it during a dinner rush or a lunch rush, whatever, then you're gonna be making pretty good money. And even without the what's it called, peak pay, you could usually take between 2 and 3 an hour. So even without that, you're making like $20 on the low end, which is good money for a lot of people, especially if you have a car that gets good gas mileage, that sort of thing. And I kept doing it. I did it for a few years as like a little side hustle, and it's gotten a lot worse. So right now, the base pay's gone down, the tips have gone down, the peak pay's gone down. The peak pay was from $5 to $7 to $1. People don't really tip anymore, for what I've seen, and that's just because of the demand, right? So it all really just depends on if somebody's gonna accept your order. So if there's nobody to accept your order, the order can't get picked up, and then whatever. But there's so many dashers that people will accept anything. They'll accept deliveries that are more miles than dollars, right? So it's like a 7-mile delivery for $6. That's not good at all. That's so bad. That's a waste of your time. So for 2021, I would not do DoorDash. I think that's a bad idea. Uber, I've never done Uber, but from my experience, I've heard so many horror stories from that. Having to deal with intoxicated people and just kind of disasters, people trying to scam. When I DoorDashed, some guy tried to scam for free food. It's just, you deal with a lot of madness as well. So I would definitely say that that's not a good side hustle in 2021. A good side hustle, I'll give you 2 good side hustles, right? And I'm just rolling. Honestly, DoorDash, I've asked my friends that do DoorDash, they quit. They all quit. And Uber, they quit Uber too. They did a few times, and it sucks. So definitely wouldn't recommend Uber, although I don't have the experience to say whether it was good or not for me. So, swing trading, if you guys don't know what swing trading is, you can open an account on Robinhood, Public, Fidelity, whatever. It's a stock, basically, where you're holding a stock for um, more than a day, and then you're selling it, so you're buying it when it goes down for whatever reason, and then, well, I mean, there's different strategies that people use. I use the technical standpoint, so I use the RSI, which is a whole other discussion, but there's different strategies. There's like the gap down strategy, that sort of deal with the Dow Jones. And there's a lot of different ways to do it, but from my experience, swing trading and then using the RSI as the main indicator. Some people use the RSI and the EMA. Some people use the RSI and the SMA. Some people use the RSI and the MACD. It all, there's a million different strategies out there. Okay, but from my experience, if you are choosing like good stocks, right? So my mistake at the beginning was just picking anything that was below 30 on the RSI. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I would definitely go watch like how to swing trade, because they'll explain it way better than me. But the mistake I was making was I was just going for whatever I saw was cheap, even if it was on a downward trend. I would not do that. I would wait till it hits below 30 and show signs of recovery. So, like MACD, like a momentum change, like it's hard to explain, but I would use two indicators, like pair up the RSI with the EMA or the SMA and wait till it's showing signs of recovery and then buy it. And then you hold it till it gets to 70 and then you sell it. And I've made pretty good money with that. The only problem is it takes money to make money. The more you have, the more you'll make. I mean, theoretically, because you'll be able to buy and open bigger positions. Now, the second good side hustle that I've found, and I've done so many. I've done like stupid gimmicky ones and stuff. I've done drop shipping and surveys, and I'm not even gonna mention them or go into detail anymore because they're garbage and they're a waste of time, in my opinion. Like, they're just point blank, period. I would not do that. And I've ran like a clothing company and stuff, but that's such hard work. That takes so much time that for a side hustle, that's not really even. I don't how people can do that as a side hustle. I have no idea, because that was full time for me. That was like 60 hours a week of work. So, Doordash, you can. The benefit with Doordash is you pick your shifts and that sort of thing, and you're not obligated really. So it's whenever you want. But back to what I was saying, the second best side hustle would be delivery driving for like a pizza place. So Domino's, Pizza Hut, wherever, right? Because then you're gonna get, and I've done this as well. I don't want to name the company because I don't want to get in trouble, but I have delivered for a certain pizza company, and I got, you get 10 an hour hourly pay, and then you're gonna get tips. And I've done it pretty recently, and you'll make like, and it depends on the area I've delivered in. I've worked in suburban areas and urban areas. I'd say generally for suburban areas on a weeknight it'll be 17 an hour, and on weekends it'll be like 20 to 21 an hour. That's for suburban areas. Urban areas, it's a little bit more. So that, unfortunately, you do have the obligation of, you don't get to pick your own shifts. Well, I mean, you can have availability, but it's not like Doordash where you can just stop working whenever you want. But it's safer because you're working for a company and they know where you're going and stuff. You're not an independent contractor. You get the hourly, so if the tip's really bad, then I think with Doordash, when I was doing it recently, I was making like 10 an hour, 10, 11. It's not worth it, especially when, so for when I worked for a pizza company, you get $1.25 per delivery, right? So that's for gas. You don't get any gas money. You don't get any hourly pay with Doordash. So if you work for a pizza place, you're getting hourly, you're getting tips, and you're getting money for gas. So I would say that's a strong number two. And this is just no BS sort of deal, right? This is not what a lot of people want to hear. But unfortunately, on YouTube especially, people are always trying to sell you stuff. And a lot of the times it's just crap. And they just want to make, a quick buck and promote themselves. So I'm not telling you guys any garbage. If I would have known this a few years ago, that would have been very beneficial, so I wouldn't have wasted so much time. But, you learn. So, if you don't have that much time, but you have a decent amount of money, then swing trading. So, you can get in for as little as $1 with swing trading, but, it all depends on, I guess, the stocks that you're picking and then the percentage that you're going to get for a return and all that. So, if you have more time, but less money, then, delivery drive. But if you pair the two together, delivery drive on the weekends, and then put some of that money into swing trading, it's going to work pretty nicely, and that's what I did. So, it worked out pretty nice for me, and, hey, I don't have a college degree or anything. If I can do it, you guys can. I just have a high school diploma. So, I was sad I couldn't live stream this, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and please feel free to leave any suggestions for any sort of videos that you guys would like to see in the future. Thanks.